And we are live for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Yes, your Chicago Blackhawks are back on the air tonight as they face off against the Anaheim Ducks. What's up, What's up, Hawkthorne? How are you doing? So this should be an interesting matchup as the Ducks just before warm-ups lost their goalie who was going to start in Sterlars to COVID protocol. And they're down to their third goalie in their um depth chart. So maybe a light, but we know how stuff goes with this team, don't we? I'm doing all right, Hawkthorne. Andrew? Should be Pat and Edzo in the call today for the Hawks. Yeah, it is. Time for duck hunting tonight, and the Blackhawks will beat. Let's hope they beat them, but we've seen dumber stuff before. The Ducks are a good team, but they are on a bit of a schneid as of late. They're actually the surprising team of the NHL. Hawks still have COVID issues on their team, and the Ducks appear to have some COVID problems. So it's a battle of two teams that are in issues with depth, but the Hawks have managed. They're looking to win their fourth in a row. Knocking on wood on that one. Let's hope they do it. Should be an interesting matchup. If you guys want to do predictions in the chat, go ahead. A headbutt goal? Sorry, Andrew Shaw's not in the lineup tonight. As much as I would love to see Shawzy back in the lineup for the Chicago Blackhawks, but it's going to be near impossible to get that header by anyone. Hagel can do it. He could, I guess, but it's. I wish it's a freaking legal goal. That should count. The Ducks. YouTube. Sorry, I'm just posting a link to my stream on Twitter. Got that up, and we should be good. Hawks should have the advantage. Ducks played last night. That is true. The Ducks did play yesterday, but we do know the Hawks. They have been known to play down to their opponent this year when it comes to games that they should have the upper hand, but they haven't taken that charge against Arizona. When Nashville came to Chicago and was COVID ridden and had an AHL roster playing against us, we have to see. Hopefully, the Hawks get up to play and get the quick goal here because playing the Ducks, they are a pesky team this year. They're actually a pretty solid team for what they're supposed to be. They were supposed to be probably dead last in the Pacific. Well, they've been a very competitive team this year. So let's hope for outcome in the Hawks' way. Wearing my Brent Seabrook Winter Classic 3rd jersey for tonight's game. What's up, Cole? Let's go, Hawks. I really am hoping we see this jersey come back. I do like it, even though we do tend to suck in this jersey. It's a good look. And then stupid New Jersey decided to copy this jersey. I hate that. All right. It's national anthem time in the UC. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. There might be some video. There's been reasons why I haven't been doing the preview videos for games lately. It's because I felt like they tend to be very repetitive, and I think I might be ending the previews, and that's why there haven't been previews anymore. Let me know if you still want them. I can still do them. Jim Cornelius at the should be a fun game. Ducks are a young team that play competitive. Hawks, I guess you could still say they're young, even though I don't consider it. We'll do previews on playoff games, and that's it. Well, that's going to be difficult if the Hawks don't make the playoffs. I'm still thinking on doing previews again. I do enjoy doing them, but they tend to be repetitive, even though they don't play the same team every night. All right. It's game time in the United Center as your Chicago Blackhawks get ready to face off against the Anaheim Ducks. Marc-Andre Fleury for your Chicago Blackhawks in net. I actually did. I didn't do them on the live stream. Starting lineup for your Chicago Blackhawks is Philip Kurashev, Sam Lafferty, Hendrik Borkstrom, Caleb Jones, Connor Murphy, and Marc-Andre Fleury. This should be an interesting matchup. Oh, this goalie made his NHL debut earlier and this week. Here we go. Let's get a good game going. Take advantage of a goalie who was not supposed to start tonight. Lafferty at the dot wins the faceoff cleanly over to Connor Murphy. Murphy in the Hawks defensive zone, sending it up to Lafferty in the offensive zone. Lafferty getting checked to the boards, and Borkstrom plays the puck around the ice over to Kurashev. Kurashev dumping it down over for Lafferty to play it on the corner board. Over Borkstrom behind the net of the Ducks, and Murphy with the shot, and it goes wide. Lafferty sets it up. Lafferty leaves it for Kurashev. Kurashev going around the ice for the Hawks. Connor Murphy to play the puck. And the Ducks gain control. The Ducks now settling things down in their defensive zone, sending the puck into the Hawks defensive zone. That will not be an icing as Marc-Andre Fleury plays the puck for Connor Murphy to get it. Jonathan Toews out there for the Hawks battling for that puck against Ryan Getzlaf. Toews loses control. The Ducks now get it, but the Hawks get it out. Alex DeBrincat sends Kubalik in. Kubalik loses control. Hawks now regaining control in their defensive zone. It's Marc-Andre Fleury leaving it for Glavis. Glavis doesn't get it cleanly, and the Ducks had a shot off. DeBrincat sends it over to Toews. Toews setting up for Kubalik, and he whiffs on the shot. The Ducks now go the opposite way of the puck. Going up the ice is Anaheim, and Marc-Andre Fleury playing the puck. Hawks now in their defensive zone is Glavis. Glavis sending the puck into the neutral zone. And the Ducks clear it back down into the Hawks defensive zone. Stillman over to Kane. Kane settling things down in the defensive zone, goes over to Glavis. Glavis setting it up in the neutral zone, sending it down to the offensive zone for the Hawks. The Ducks gaining control and going. That should be, I guess, an icing. Mason managed to beat Kubalik off a breakaway chance by Hagel with the puck, going across for Kane. Kane going into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone, dumping it down for Lucas Reichel to come out for it for Kane, and he shoots it, and it goes wide. Hagel now with it for Kane. Kane getting checked off the puck, and the Ducks going down the ice. Here we go again. Murphy sending the puck down, and Carpenter gaining control, going up to Calvin DeHaan. DeHaan over to Carpe. Carpe for Jujhar Khaira. Jujhar Khaira just sends it up to Murphy. Murphy playing down the puck, and Carpenter gaining it off the boards. Murphy shoots it, and it goes high into the protected netting. Oh, it's a battle of two former coaching members of the AHL, of Derek King versus Alex Seekins, who were both coaches in the Toronto Marlies. That's interesting. I knew they coached together. I couldn't remember where it was at exactly. The Ducks sending the puck into the Hawks defensive zone. Caleb Jones gaining control, getting checked off the puck, but Stan Lafferty gets it. Lafferty loses control. The Ducks now coming out with it. Ducks setting up, going and fires, and he shoots it off of the pads of Marc-Andre Fleury. The Ducks now gaining control. It's Kevin Shattenkirk with the puck, getting checked by Borgstrom. Now getting checked off by Sam Lafferty, who laid down the ref. And that should be an icing. Nope. Marc-Andre Fleury plays the puck. Gustafson gaining control. Alpha COVID protocol. Going up for DeBrincat. DeBrincat doesn't get it, but now has it in the offensive zone. DeBrincat feeds it for Murphy. Murphy fires! And it gets blocked up front of the net. And there might be an injured Duck that blocked it. Gets left playing over to Raquel. And a big save by Fleury. Gets left setting up on the blue line, going down the ice for Drysdale. The Ducks now gaining control, and Fleury having to make a couple saves. Nice block up front of the net for DeHaan, who clears it into the neutral zone, and the Ducks gaining it back in control. They're now in the neutral zone, setting it up and sending it down the ice. That should be an icing, but it's not. Lucas Reichel comes out with it. Patrick Kane going on a breakaway, setting up, fires, and he shoots it wide. Hagel gaining it. Glavis now with it on the blue line, going down to Reichel. Reichel getting checked off the puck, but Hagel comes out with it for that 50-50 puck. Hagel setting it up for Reichel, who doesn't get it, but the Ducks now have control. Drysdale has it and sends it up the ice for the Ducks. The Ducks now gaining control and going in is Silverberg. And good block by Glavis up front of the net, and Kane now comes out with the puck. Kane's looking for an opening in Hagel. Hagel going to have to play it off a chance, but the Ducks regain control. Marc-Andre Fleury behind the net, playing the puck up the ice for Jujhar Khaira, who doesn't get it cleanly as it goes all the way into the neutral zone. Fleury just leaves the puck for DeHaan this time. DeHaan gets it up for Carpenter. Carpenter in the defensive zone for DeHaan. DeHaan getting checked by Terry, and the Ducks are cycling, and a nice save by Fleury. Khaira comes out with the puck, sending it into the neutral zone by a good clear, and the Ducks now have it and set it up. They are going in for the neutral zone. Hawks now coming out with the puck is Murphy. Murphy in the defensive zone for the Hawks, sending it up the ice for McKenzie and Whistle. And Whistle going in for Carpenter. Carpenter looking, fires, and a save by the Dostal. I believe I'm pronouncing the Duck's name, the Duck goalie's name right, and Dostal? I believe that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Apparently, Harrison Eck is their backup goalie tonight. Oof. Sam Lafferty at the dot versus Ryan Getzlaf. Lafferty loses the draw to Getzlaf, and the Ducks coming out with it. Lindholm sending the puck up the ice for the Ducks, and the Ducks are now in the offensive zone, and Fleury pulp checks the puck out of the Ducks to the boards. Raquel getting it back for Lindholm. Lindholm doesn't get it cleanly. Kane's battling for Lindholm, and Kurashev comes out with the puck in the offensive zone. How is that offside? Or Patrick Kane is to the box. 13:37, and Patrick Kane gets sent to the box for hooking Lindholm. I would say that's a weak penalty because Kane really didn't get the stick on the gloves at all. Shots on net 3-2 in favor for the Anaheim Ducks. We're in a commercial break as the Hawks are setting up to go to the PK against the Anaheim Ducks power play as Patrick Kane is sent to the box. I don't know how good the Ducks power play is this year. That's one I really forget to check. Yeah, they're nice. I'm okay with them. If I get one, I will get Alex DeBrincat in the red one because the red and white one because I'm not getting a blue jersey because no, just no. I will get DeBrincat on the red one. Because more than likely how the All-Star game set up, it's Central versus Pacific first round, then it's Metro versus Atlantic. Each team has to wear one of the jerseys. So the Central would be considered the road team against the Pacific. I will get the red jersey. Dolstil sets it up for the Ducks to set up a power play. Lindholm coming up the ice for the Ducks. The Ducks do a push and back entry for Zegras. Zegras going in. playing it across for Getzlaf. Getzlaf sends it over to Lindholm on the blue line, sending it up for Zegras. Zegras back for Lindholm. Lindholm to Zegras. Zegras looking for an opening in Lindholm. Lindholm on the blue line to Zegras, and a big save by Fleury. Lindholm gaining control in the neutral zone as the Hawks clear it out, and Zegras coming in. Zegras setting up, going in, and Jonathan Toews with a good stick play, going in on the shot. Jonathan Toews setting up in the offensive zone for Hagel, and he shoots it right. Stillman gets it and displays it, and Getzlaf sets it up in his defensive zone. The Ducks now setting up a play. It's Drysdale coming out with the puck. Sorry, I'm so not. I don't watch enough Duck games to know their roster 100%, but I'm going to get it fully in here in a few. Nice play by Glavis defensively. Fleury playing the puck for Stillman, and Stillman clears it all the way down, and Sam Lafferty's there, but Drysdale gets the puck. Up for Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk going into the neutral zone with the puck, setting up the Ducks for an opportunity. Hawks now playing some defense, and Alex Zabrinket just clears it down into the neutral zone, where Shattenkirk gains control and clears it down where Fleury playing the puck. Oh my God, get in the net, Flower. Hawks clear it, and that's going to kill the power play of the Anaheim Ducks. That was a great kill by the Hawks. I don't believe the Ducks had a single shot on that power play. Hawks actually did on that power play. They managed to get a good shot off for a short-handed opportunity. Hagel getting checked by Lindholm, and the Ducks gaining control. Get the Gustafson playing the puck over to Caleb Jones. Jones gets it up to Hagel. Hagel going in across for Kane, and he couldn't get a shot off cleanly. Kane's keeping the puck, setting it up for Jones. Fires, and it goes in, and it comes out of the and playing for the Hawks, and it's Gustafson. Gustafson over to Jones. Jones for Kane. Fires, and he goes wide. Gustafson back to Kane. Kane looking back door on Hagel, and he couldn't get it past Dolstall. And the Ducks gaining control now in the neutral zone. The Ducks now coming out and just clearing it down, where the Hawks now come up with the puck in the defensive zone. Caleb Jones turns the puck over poorly, and Fleury has to make two big saves. That was a bad turnover by Caleb Jones on in the defensive zone, where Robinson had two grade A chances. Oh, Kane had a good shot. It went off of Hagel that really led to a weird carom up front of the net. Hopefully we can next time squeak one past their goalie. Gavis plays it, and the Hawks get into the neutral zone. Shattenkirk now has it and sends it back into the Hawks defensive zone. Gets it in to Raquel, and the Hawks are battling for that puck, and a nice save by Fleury off of the Robinson shot. .10:07 remaining in the first period. Shots are 7-5 in favor for the Ducks. Hawks already killed a power play of the Ducks. Toews loses the faceoff to Getzlaf, and the Ducks now setting it up in the offensive zone for themselves. Toews battling Getzlaf and getting it out, but Getzlaf gaining control. Getzlaf getting it around for Raquel. Raquel setting up over for the Ducks blue line to pinch up. Raquel getting checked by Stillman. Stillman trying to get that puck off the boards by Raquel, but he now does. Toews couldn't get it cleanly. Raquel coming back out with it, setting it up, and a shot by Getzlaf, and it goes wide. Raquel now with it. getting checked by Glavis. Glavis getting the puck up to Kubalik, and he turns the puck over. Hawks are not getting these pucks out of that defensive zone. Stillman gets it out, and that's a good clear by Stillman, but Trevor Zegras, who'd hopped out off the Ducks bench, comes out with it. The Ducks now setting up in the neutral zone. Hawks now are playing more defensive hockey again. Calvin DeHaan with it over to Philip Kurashev. Kurashev going for Sam Lafferty. Lafferty going into the offensive zone for the Hawks and turning the puck over to the Ducks. Drysdale going in across for and a big save by Fleury up front of the net. The Ducks couldn't. Now the Ducks get another power play as Sam Lafferty's going to the box. Are you kidding me? I would not even say we've had some quality chances yet. Hawks are going to the... Oh, it's a Hawks power play, actually. Who's getting sent to... Who got sent to the box for the Ducks? Drysdale got sent to the box for hooking Lafferty, but the Hawks had control of the puck, which made it kind of a strange call. Hawks are on the power play here. Let's do something with this power play and have a good chance here. But yeah, I do agree sharper passes need to get going. This team has had issues with passing the puck. All right, we're out for the power play here. Let's see what the Hawks can do with it. Drysdale in the box for hooking, and the Hawks set up for a power play. Jonathan Toews at the dot. Facing off against Grant. Toews versus Grant. Toews loses the faceoff, and Lindholm comes up with the puck, sending the puck all the way down to the Hawks off defensive zone, where Fleury playing the puck for Gustafsson. Gustafsson almost making a costly chance for a breakout. Toews setting up for that pushing back entry with DeBrincat and Kane. Kane now has it. Kane going in. Kane just setting up the power play here. Kane going for Gustafsson. Gustafsson going in for DeBrincat. For Toews, and Toews couldn't get it in. DeBrincat shoots it wide. Lindholm getting the puck, but Kane gets it. Toews now couldn't get it cleanly, but DeBrincat sets it up over to Gustafsson. Gustafsson on the blue line. Over to Kane. Kane going for an open pass of Toews. Toews across to DeBrincat, and he shoots it off the post. DeBrincat getting checked by Mason. The Hawks now battling, and it comes out with Hagel. Hagel over to Kane. Kane looking. Kane setting up the power play with a minute remaining. Gustafsson for Kane. Kane looking down for Toews. Toews trying the cross crease of DeBrincat. It didn't work out. Cat goes on the blue line for Hagel. No, that's Kane. Kane for DeBrincat. DeBrincat setting up over to Kane on the blue line. Setting up for Gustafsson, who's pinching in for Kane. Fires! And it goes wide, and Gustafsson, who pinches up and shoots it off the pads of the Ducks goalie. Lindholm battling for that puck for the Ducks, and Hagel almost comes out with it, and Mason now battling DeBrincat on the blue line. Kane now over for Gustafsson. Fires! And it goes off of Toews' stick. Hawks really are setting up this power play for chances. It's not working out quite as well, They've had the chances on this power play. They just haven't got it past the netminder. I like the puck movement by the Hawks on this power play. Cat nearly had a goal. Ducks won the faceoff, and that's pretty much going to kill the Hawks power play. Hawks now with it is Glavis over to Khrushchev. Khrushchev, who had the game-winning goal the other night, sending it into the Hawks offensive zone. The Ducks now having control. Shots are net 9-9. 6:42 remaining in the first period. 0-0 game. Shattenkirk with the puck, settling things down for the Ducks for their line changes. Shattenkirk coming up into the neutral zone for the Ducks to clear into the Hawks off defensive zone. The Ducks now setting up, and it's Robinson. Reichel comes out with the puck. Reichel going up for Kubalik. Kubalik doesn't get it from Reichel, but it goes all the way to the inboards of the Hawks offensive zone. The Ducks now gaining control, and setting it up is Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk sending the puck up to Robinson. Robinson going across the ice for the Ducks. The Ducks now going in. Zegras has the puck, and Zegras battling Caleb Jones. The Ducks now get a shot off and doesn't get a clean one, where Entwistle comes out with the puck. It's now going for Ryan Carpenter. Carpenter going into the offensive zone, breaking in. Tried a no-look pass where no one was there. The Ducks come up with the puck, and it's Zegras getting checked by DeHaan. DeHaan and the Hawks gaining control in the neutral zone, sending the Hawks in for an offensive zone attack, where the Ducks coming up with the puck. The Ducks is Trevor Zegras going across, but the Hawks gaining control is Connor Murphy. DeHaan getting battled by Zegras, and DeHaan coming out getting tricked. Caleb Jujarkera sending it into the offensive zone, where there's no penalty going to be called, as somehow DeHaan's getting tripped doesn't draw a penalty. Hawks now get control as Jujarkera. Kara sending the puck up the ice for Dominic Kubalik. Kubalik gets it for the Hawks in! And a goal by Jonathan Toews! What? Are you kidding me? That should be a goal. Did the puck not cross? Glavis gets it on net. Toews gets tripped. Oh, it did not go in net. The angle made it look like it, so no goal there. But holy crap, how didn't a penalty at least get called? That should be a power play coming to the Hawks. But it's not. It's currently on commercial break. It's tied 0-0. Hawks have had a couple chances. They just couldn't get it past the netminder yet. We'll try. All right. Jonathan Toews at the dot. He really should have drawn a penalty. It should have been a power play coming for the Hawks, but there's no call. Taves wins the faceoff cleanly to Glavis. Glavis setting it up. Glavis going over to Stillman. Stillman for Kubalik, and he doesn't get it cleanly. The Ducks now get into the neutral zone of Silverberg. The Ducks now leave it and set it up in their offensive zone. Taves tried getting to the puck, beating Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk gaining control and looking for a break-in. Shattenkirk backhand shot on Fleury. It's shots 10-11 in favor for the Hawks at 4:21 remaining in the first period. That was a nice save by Fleury. Ryan Carpenter at the dot. Loses the face-off, and the Ducks to shoot it on. It goes wide. Ducks now setting up. Jujhar Khaira gaining control, but the Ducks getting it right out. Hawks now get it out. Tried to get it out of the defensive zone. Stillman gets it. Stillman going up the ice, where the Hawks now having a chance in the offensive zone. It's Jujhar Khaira off the backboards. Hawks going in as Mackenzie Entwistle loses control, and Caleb Jones coming up with the puck. Jones across the ice for Gustafson. Gustafson for Jones. Jones going back to Gustafson and taking it into the neutral zone, all the way up to the Hawks offensive zone, shooting it on net, and the Ducks goalie just freezes the puck. All right. Shots on net 10-12 in favor for the Hawks. 3:42 remaining in the first period. Lucas Reichel at the dot versus Lundstrom. Hawks win the faceoff. It's Caleb Jones coming out with the puck. Jones getting it for Reichel. Reichel getting checked off by Lundstrom, and Lindholm coming up with the puck. Ducks gaining control and now setting it up is Silverberg. Silverberg going across the ice for the Ducks, and Kane coming up with the puck in the defensive zone, but the Ducks regain control. And Fleury now having to play the puck. Caleb Jones coming up with the puck. Hawks with a bad shot down, and the Ducks gaining control is Lindholm, and the Hawks gaining it up the ice, and the Mason gets the puck. Mason by the Hawks gaining in. Hagel going in. Across the ice for Patrick Kane, and he doesn't get it cleanly. Hagel getting that puck, and the Hawks lose control immediately. The Ducks coming up with the puck and going in. Ducks setting it up is Trevor Zegras, but Khrushchev steals the puck, getting it up to Sam Lafferty. Lafferty tried to get it back to Khrushchev. Khrushchev gets it for Lafferty. Lafferty now getting checked by Shattenkirk. Lafferty leaves it for Borgstrom. Borgstrom setting it up for Lafferty behind the net. Lafferty's spinorama, and he couldn't get it past the goalie. The Ducks setting it up. Ducks going in, and Lafferty checking off the puck. Hawks now regain control in the neutral zone is Borgstrom. Borgstrom going in for Khrushchev. Khrushchev couldn't get a clean pass off. The Ducks now setting it up, and they are going on the attack. Hawks now gaining control is Calvin DeHaan. DeHaan settling things down in the defensive zone. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Hawks and Ducks tied 0 apiece. DeHaan having it, sending it down the ice. And the Hawks get it is Goalie. Goalie now has it for the Ducks. Goalie gets it, but DeBrincat comes up with the puck and tries to throw it across into the slot for Kubalik. Hawks now setting it up. It fires, and a save by the Ducks netminder off a shot from Stillman. Shots on net 10-14 in favor for the Blackhawks. That was a great opportunity by Lafferty when he tried to wrap it around. Jonathan Toews at the dot versus Getzlaf. Toews getting tossed, and it comes up to be Kubalik at the faceoff dot. Kubalik wins it cleanly back to Stillman. Stillman setting up to DeBrincat. Fires, and it gets blocked by Getzlaf. DeBrincat going in for Tease, and he shoots it up into the protected netting. Faceoff, though, stays in the Hawks' offensive zone. That was a good chance. It just hit the knob of the stick of the goalie of the Ducks. All right, Taze at the dot versus Getzlaf again. This time, hopefully, Taze doesn't get tossed. Taze loses the faceoff to Getzlaf. And Lindholm comes up with the puck. Lindholm setting it up for the Ducks and sending it up the ice is Mason. The Hawks now getting checked. It's Stillman. Stillman with the puck over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat over to Glavis. Glavis got checked, but Taze gets the puck. Taze gets it for Kubalik. Kubalik setting it up in the offensive zone for Taze, and he shoots it wide. Stillman gaining control, wrapping it up for Taze. Taze behind the net. Taze tried to feed it into Kubalik's stick on the doorstep. It didn't work out. Ducks now coming up with the puck and clearing it down the ice. Stillman needs to beat Raquel to that puck, and he does. DeBrincat gets it. DeBrincat gets it into the neutral zone for the Hawks, and the Ducks, Silverberg's battling for that puck. DeBrincat loses control, and Silverberg gaining in the Hawks' defensive zone. The Ducks setting it up, and the Hawks now having to battle a little bit defense with 25 seconds remaining in this period. Ducks with the puck still, and a good battle from Glavis on the boards with Silverberg, but Silverberg comes out with it, and a big save by Fleury! Another save by Fleury! Hawks Reichel getting checked, and the Ducks setting it up. The Ducks now get battling Stillman. Silverberg gets the puck, and that will end the first period. We are scoreless after one. Hawks have had the chances, but they couldn't find the back of the net. I would say the Hawks outplayed the Ducks in the final 5 minutes of play that period. Otherwise, it was more so a back and forth affair. With the start of the play being in favor for the Ducks. This game, maybe. Yeah. Last game, we got a lucky call. Yeah, the refs have been pretty iffy tonight. So I want to hear what your guys' thoughts were on the play of the game so far. I'm going to be right back. I am going to get some water because that first period of play did have quite a bit of action that led to me needing some water. So I will be right back. Yep, we're back. Sounded like my phone was having some interference. So, again, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts were on play of so far. Felt like the Hawks did kind of control the game with about the last 5 minutes of play in that first period. So hopefully the Hawks can continue that play going into the second period. Okay. There we go. They're showing the Andrew Shaw ceremony from the other night because Shawzy's back in the intermission show. Anyone still here? Boy, my chat's not broken. Boy, my chat's not broken. All right, let's see the scores from the other games. The Detroit Red Wings, I would say, look like they're going to probably come up with the victory with 7 minutes remaining in regulation at a 4-0 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. Tampa Bay's beating the Stars 2-1 with 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Stupid St. Louis is winning over Toronto 5-4. Still 13 minutes in regulation on that game. Colorado and Arizona have just started play. Earlier today, the Bruins beat the Predators in overtime 4-3. The Hurricanes beat the Canucks 4-1. Capitals beat the Islanders 2-0. The Florida Panthers destroyed the Columbus Blue Jackets 9-2. out shooting the Jackets 51-30 shots. That's insane. The Rangers beat the Flyers 3-2. And then the games that were postponed today: Devils, Montreal, Ottawa, Winnipeg, Vegas, Calgary. Oh. Very controversial. If you watched my review from the other night, Hawkthorne, you would see how I would say it was an interesting way to finish. Or interviewing Reichel. I have to mute. That was a good interview of Reichel from Eddie Olczyk. All right. We should be getting ready to see puck drop at the United Center for the second period of play. It's still a 0-0 game here. Hopefully the Hawks can find the back of the net this time around. I do agree there, Hawkthorne. Reichel has been looking good so far. I really hope he stays up with the team, but from what sounds like it could be just a 9-game tryout, which sucks. Oh, stupid phone. Guys, if you know anyone that likes the Chicago Blackhawks and Blackhawk content on YouTube, share the stream and let them know about Windy City Hockey. I will really appreciate it. All right. Second period of play is about to get going. Hawks and Ducks are tied with no goals apiece. I really hope the Hawks can get on the lead this time around and just start playing some good hockey. All right. Yeah, Reichel's been looking good this game. Here we go. Sam Lafferty versus Ryan Getzlaf. Getzlaf gets it cleanly. Lafferty tries to play it back, but Lindholm gets it and sends it all the way down to Marc-Andre Fleury. Connor Murphy playing the puck, gets it for Kurashev. Kurashev getting couldn't back to Murphy. Murphy plays it and gets it over. Hawks now going in. Sam Lafferty breaking in, going in, checking in, and it goes off. The Hawks now setting up in the offensive zone, but the Ducks get it is Lindholm. Lindholm sending the puck down the ice, and that will be an icing. 19:28 remaining in the second period. shots on net, 11-15 in favor for the Chicago Blackhawks. Jonathan Toews at the dot versus Ryan gets left. Toews wins it cleanly back. Hawks setting it up. Stillman firing, and it goes wide. Raquel gets it, but Toews gets it. Kubalik fires, and it goes wide. Kubalik regains control. Hawks getting outplayed, and it goes all the way back into the Hawks offensive zone. Glavis sending it up for Jonathan Toews. Toews going to get it cleanly, and it gets sent into the Hawks offensive zone. Goalie playing the puck over for Drysdale. Drysdale sending the puck up the ice, and the Hawks gaining control in the neutral zone. Hawks now trying to get it is Jonathan Toews. Toews going to get it, and the Ducks now going in. Lundstrom going around the Hawks net, and goalie shooting it wide. Hawks now setting up in the defensive zone. Ducks setting it up. It's Mason. Mason shoots in a big save by Fleury. Shots on net, 13-17 in favor for the Chicago Blackhawks. Carpenter at the dot versus Zegras. Carpenter loses the face-off, and the Ducks setting it up. His goalie firing in a save by Fleury. It's always great to hear the great Pat Foley and Eddie Olczyk. I also like how Kobe Cohen is between the benches this game because he does have good analytics to the game. Hawks now setting it up, and the Ducks gaining control and shooting it on wide, and Whistle now battling for that puck. A good check by Murphy. Hawks getting the puck out. It's Calvin DeHaan. DeHaan getting it up the ice for Ryan Carpenter. Carpenter looking, fires in a save by the netminder of the Ducks. The Ducks now going up the ice is here, setting it up, and a good check by Murphy. Hawks now battling. Carpenter coming up with the puck, and the Hawks now have it. It's Jujhar Khaira. Khaira going for Murphy. Murphy setting it up in the defensive zone up to Carpenter. Carpenter going in for Entwistle. Entwistle leaving it for Carpenter. Fires! And it's a save. Hawks now setting up in the offensive zone, but the Ducks have control. So Shattenkirk sending it down the ice, and that should be an icing. Nope. Fleury places a puck where Gustafsson gaining control up to Reichel. Reichel putting on the speed. Reichel breaking in, setting up Hagel. Hagel for Kane! And couldn't get it across the ice. Gustafsson tries to play it for Kane. Kane going across the ice for Jones. Jones couldn't pass off clearly, and the Ducks now defend the puck well. Caleb Jones now with the puck, setting up the Ducks. The Ducks in their offensive zone. And there's if that would have been if that went in the net, that would have been a goalie interference without any doubt. Nice job, Flower. Gustafsson's battle, like really going after the guy who's just laying on top of Flower. Gustafsson really went after Steele because Steele was just laying right on top of Flower for Flower to not be able to make any position of. No goals scored yet. That is ridiculous. Flower gives him a face wash and yanks the bucket off. God, I love Fleury. Gustafson's getting the only penalty out of that? Are you serious? So, you're telling me Gustafson only gets the only penalty when Steele went in and crushed Fleury. Hawks on the PK here. Jonathan Toews at the dot, wins it cleanly. Murphy clearing the puck out of the zone. All right. Hawks have to kill a penalty. Well, Lindholm with the puck, leaving it for Zegras. Zegras going for Getzlaf. Getzlaf tried to pass it back up the zone, and DeHaan couldn't get it out of the defensive zone. Lindholm on the blue line for the Ducks. The Ducks, Zegras looking for an opening across the ice. Zegras back to Lindholm. Lindholm setting it up for Zegras. Zegras going over for Fleury to make a big save. Raquel tried to fake shot for Getzlaf. Getzlaf back to Lindholm. Lindholm for Zegras. Zegras going across for Getzlaf for Lindholm. And Lindholm breaks the stick and the Hawks clear it out of the zone. A minute remaining on the penalty. Hawks are battling for this kill. Toews gets it, and the Hawks clear it down the ice. Hagel battling Drysdale and Getzlaf coming up with the puck. Kristoff sending it down for Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk tried to set up the Ducks, and Getzlaf goes down, and Shattenkirk comes up with the puck in the Hawks defensive zone. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. Drysdale for Zegras. Zegras leaves her for Drysdale. Drysdale for Getzlaf. Getzlaf going in, and a save by Fleury. That went wide too. Zegras setting it up for Drysdale. Shooting it, and it gets blocked up front of the net. And big save by Glavis. He saves the goal. Glavis gets the puck off the goal line. What a save! Hawks clear it and kill it. Gustafson out of the box in the offensive zone, going in, setting up Hagel. Hagel goal! Hawks kill it, and the Bagel gets the Hawks on the board from Gustafson coming out of the box and feeding it for the Bagel. The Hawks have a 1-0 lead. The Bagel gets the Hawks on the board with Glavis making a game-saving save on the goal line by clearing the puck out and helping the Hawks get it up into the offensive zone, and we get on the board. Hawks up 1-0 by the Bagel. What a goal. Right after the kill, Gustafson comes out, goes into the offensive zone, feeds it over to the Bagel, and we get on the board. Bagel goal. Let's go. Fleury with a big save. Jakob Silfverberg sends it up for goalie. Goalie tries to set it up, and the Hawks now having to get it out of that defensive zone. The Hawks now are battling. Carpenter battles hard, and Caleb Jones gets it into the offensive zone for McKenzie and Whistle. And Whistle battling, Jones sending it in. Over for Jujhar Khaira. Khaira on the board, setting it up on the Hawks offensive zone is Murphy. Murphy fires in a save up front. There we go again. The Ducks now setting that up in their defensive zone, but Jujhar Khaira are battling for that puck with Ryan Carpenter. Hawks come up with it is Patrick Kane. Kane gets it to DeHaan. DeHaan for Murphy. Murphy setting it up. Over for Kane. Kane getting checked, but keeping the puck on his stick. Going down for Jonathan Toews. Toews who gets checked, but the Hawks keep control. Hawks now get it over for Kane. Kane settling things down in the offensive zone for DeBrincat. DeBrincat going down for Murphy. Murphy who pinches up for DeBrincat. Back to Kane. Kane now setting it up in the offensive zone for Taze. Taze settling things down. This looks like a power play, but it's not. A good shot up by Murphy, and the Hawks battled. 13 minutes remaining in the second period. Hawks up by a goal, 1-0. What a goal by the Bagel that was. We have to give Fleury's going to have to Glavis a dinner after making that big save on that PK that led to momentum going the other way with Gustafson coming out of the box. Hawks go down and get a goal right after. The Hawks do need to thank Glavis because he saved a goal in that PK. All right, here we go again. Hawks now back, and this should be an interesting one. Did Hagel get a haircut? It looks like it. Getzlaff versus Reichel. Come on, Reichel. Reichel gets yanked, and Hagel goes to the dot versus Getzlaff. Getzlaff loses it to Hagel. Hawks gaining control. Hawks setting it up is Gustafson. No, that's Caleb Jones. I'm sorry. Jones gets it for Hagel. Hagel setting it up. Tried to feed Reichel in the slot, and the Ducks come up with the puck. Ducks sending it down, and Caleb Jones having to battle. That should be a penalty, but it's not because that looked like a high hit. Oh no! Hagel gets hit in the face by the puck. Getzlaff setting it up. The Ducks now are cycling. Getzlaff loses it, and the Hawks get it out of the zone. That's going to lead to a line change. Lindholm with the puck for the Ducks. Lindholm going in and sending the Ducks in. The Ducks setting it up is Raquel. Raquel shoots it, and it gets blocked. Sam Lafferty comes up with the puck. Lafferty tried to feed Borgstrom to go on a break, and the Hawks couldn't get out. Glavis with it. Glavis sending it down the ice for Kurashev, but the Ducks gain control after a board battle. Nice playing by Glavis again. Glavis has been. I really am liking Glavis his first 3 games in the NHL. Been really good. Ducks setting it up, and the Hawks really need to set something. Ducks now set it. Silverberg tried to get to that puck. Hawks clearing it is Calvin DeHaan in the neutral zone, going into the offensive zone for the Hawks. DeHaan leaves it for Lafferty. Lafferty setting it up. Back for DeHaan. DeHaan settling it and just shoots it onto the net, and the Ducks come up with the puck. The Ducks settling things down, and for a change, it's Shattenkirk with the puck behind their goalie. Shattenkirk settling things down for the Ducks to set up. Shattenkirk going up the rush, and Kubalik battled hard. Taze tried to get that puck. Hawks now come up with it. Taze couldn't get a clean pass, and the Hawks now are in the neutral zone trying to battle for that puck again. Silverberg going in, trying to deke. Hawks make a good defensive move, and it leads to the Ducks not getting a chance. Silverberg having the puck up the ice. The Hawks now battling. It's Silverberg again. Silverberg shooting it all around. Hawks need a good defensive momentum swinger, and Kubali comes up with the puck and sends it down the ice. That will be an icing, unless the DeBrincat comes up. DeBrincat wins beats the icing call. That was a good good skate by DeBrincat. Carpenter battling for that puck. Glavis gets the puck over to DeHaan. DeHaan back to Glavis. Fires! And it gets blocked. McKenzie and Whistle over to Glavis. Fires! And a save up front of the net. Hawks now battling for that puck. It's Jujhar Khaira. Khaira gets it over to Carpenter. Back to Khaira. Down for Glavis. And he shoots it and goes off the pads again. Khaira gets it again. Fires! And it was blocked up front of the net. That's going to be an icing. Glavis gets back for that puck for that icing call. I'm really liking Glavis. He's really been impressive. The Ducks coming up with the puck and sending it down the Hawks defensive zone. Hawks now have it. It's Patrick Kane in the defensive zone. Going up the ice, going for Hagel. Oh no, Gustafson. Kane gets tripped, and the Ducks come up with the puck. Shooting it wide is Anaheim. Anaheim trying to set up a play, and a nice save by Fleury. Man, I missed you. It's always great to hear Pat Foley and Eddie Olczyk. Well, that's good to see. I may not care about the NFL, but seeing the Patriots are losing the way they are, that's good to see. May not be an NFL fan, but whatever. I'm a Bear fan, but the Bears are never good. I'm just check the NFL playoff scores. Saw the Bengals beat the Raiders earlier. All right. Play's about to get going. Carpenter getting upheld by Steele, and now McKenzie and Whistle at the dot. And Whistle versus Steele. And Whistle gets the puck, and Glavis comes up with it. Hawks now in the defensive zone with control of the play, and the Ducks get the puck. 50-50 puck on the boards, and the Hawks trying to get it. Steele going in. Steele setting it around. Steele for the Ducks, setting it up on the trying a break in. And Glavis comes up with the puck. Glavis battle it again for that puck again as Steele steals it. Hawks now battling again, and the Ducks come up with it. McKenzie and Whistle settling things down for the Hawks. Glavis sends it over to Caleb Jones. Jones getting checked off the puck, And that led to a massive turnover, and the Ducks had a good opportunity. Carpenter with the puck, sending it down. Hawks now in the offensive zone with the puck. And here we go. Jujhar Khaira with the puck over for Taze. Taze gonna get it, but DeHaan shoots it wide. As Gustafson now with it fires and it goes wide. As now DeBrincat with the control, and that should have been a penalty, but it's not. Lindholm now comes up with the puck. Raquel comes up and sends it down to the Hawks offensive zone. DeHaan clearing it, and Kubalik gets the puck. Kubalik sets it up, but gets left coming in and sends it over for the Ducks to set up something. Ducks going in, and Shattenkirk with it over to Zegras. Zegras trying to break in. Zegras going behind the net, and DeHaan comes up with the puck. DeHaan tried to feed DeBrincat, and the Ducks come on. It's Raquel. Raquel going over to Zegras. Zegras couldn't get it in, and Gustafson gets the puck. Gus sending it into the neutral zone and sending it all the way around where Alex DeBrincat's there in the offensive zone for that puck. Hawks, Lucas Reichel coming up for it, and it's Patrick Kane getting it to Levis for Hagel, and he shoots it, and it's a save. All right, here we go again. Face off in the Hawks offensive zone. Hawks win it. Kane gets it. Kane settling it down, trying getting checked off the puck, and the Ducks come up with the pucks. Silverberg going in and clearing it down the ice, where Glavis gets in the defensive zone for the Hawks. Hagel now has it, going tried to feed it across the ice for Kane, but it went off the skate of Reichel. The Ducks gain control and setting it up. Kane getting it to Stillman, over for Glavis. Back to Stillman. Stillman sending it down the ice. Hawks are just ice the puck. 6:18 remaining in the second period. 1-0 game for your Chicago Blackhawks. Shots on net, 24 apiece. Lucas Reichel at the dot versus Trevor Zegras, but for some odd reason, there's a quick stop. But Terry had something happen. All right. Ducks, Zegras versus Reichel. Reichel wins the faceoff, but the Ducks keep it in. Reichel coming up. Reichel for Kane. Kane settling it down for Hagel. Hagel going in for Reichel. Oh! And a big save. At 6:06, Reichel had a good opportunity, but a good save by Dolstall. Power play is coming, though. Power play to the Hawks. Here we go again. Hawks' last power play looked really good. Couldn't get a goal, but here we go. Jonathan Toews at the dot versus Gislev. Toews loses the faceoff, and Lindholm sending the puck all the way down the ice. And the Hawks now with it is Marc-Andre Fleury behind his net, going for Gustafson. Gustafson setting up the push and back entry for the Hawks. Gustafson going down for DeBrincat. DeBrincat going in. DeBrincat to Kane. Kane coming into the offensive zone with the puck. Over to Hagel. Hagel setting it up, getting checked by Lindholm, and it goes all the way down to the Hawks defensive zone for Gustafson. Kane now with it. Taves with it. Over to Gustafson. Gustafson sends it back down for Taves. Taves pushing for the pushing back entry with Kane and DeBrincat. Kane with it. Going for DeBrincat. DeBrincat going into the offensive zone. Off the boards. Getting checked by Mason. And the Hawks now have it in control as Jonathan Taves. Taves getting checked. And the Hawks really haven't had much control in the first minute of play in this power play. DeBrincat just sending it up to the ice for Patrick Kane. Kane getting checked. Hawks now having it is Brandon Hagel. Hagel getting checked off, and the Hawks cannot get it into the offensive zone. The Ducks were just trapping the Hawks in that neutral zone, and the Ducks coming in, and a save by Fleury. Philip Kurashev with the puck going into the neutral zone. Kurashev going, just sending the puck into the offensive zone. Kurashev gets the puck, and the Ducks gain control. Kurashev now has it, and the Hawks, Kubalik settling things down to set up a power play. Kubalik with 25 seconds remaining. Over to Glavis. Over to Reichel. He shoots it wide. Kubalik now has it. Kubalik getting checked, and it goes all the way down to the Hawks' neutral defensive zone. Glavis with the puck, and sending the puck all the way in is Kubalik with it. And the Ducks just kill the Hawks power play. That was a terrible power play by your Chicago Blackhawks. What's new there? Typical power play by the Blackhawks, being flat out garbage this year. They really do need Tyler Johnson back. Johnson, when Johnson was healthy, the Hawks had a lethal power play. Jujhar Khaira with the puck, settling things down in the neutral zone. Ryan Carpenter going to Calvin DeHaan. DeHaan just sending the puck up the ice where Jujhar Khaira comes up with it. Hawks now fires by DeHaan, and he shatters his stick. That's going into the defensive zone. Connor Murphy with the puck. Murphy sending it up to Ryan Carpenter. Carpenter sending it down the ice, and that goes in for the Ducks to settle things down. The Ducks now have it. Nice job by Sam Lafferty. Lafferty sending it up for Borgstrom. Kurashev going in. Kurashev getting checked off the puck, but Borgstrom gets it on the boards. The Ducks gain control because Borgstrom couldn't cradle that puck. Zegras going in, setting up Shattenkirk, and it goes wide. Gustafson with the puck, and he loses control. The Ducks have been controlling play. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Hawks up 1-0, but the Ducks have been controlling play the last 5 minutes. All right, offensive zone faceoff for Lucas Reichel. Come on, Reichel. Can't win the faceoff yet. Gustafson with it. No, that's Glavis. Glavis sends it across, and the Hawks now in the offensive zone is Patrick Kane battling for that puck. Kane getting it and losing it. Glavis keeping it in the offensive zone, but the Ducks gaining control. The Ducks going in, and Patrick Kane comes up with the puck. Kane tried to feed it across the ice. Lucas Reichel coming in for Hagel for Kane, and Kane couldn't get it in. Glavis gets it down the ice, and Shattenkirk comes up with the puck. Kane battling for that puck. Kane couldn't get it, but Reichel does. Reichel gets it for Hagel. Hagel on the board battle. The puck comes loose. The Ducks now setting it up. Hawks now going in. Jonathan Toews setting it in. Toews going in. Toews breaking in. Toews fires! And a couple saves by Dullstill. DeHaan with the puck. Sending it across the ice for Murphy. Murphy just clearing it up. And the Hawks now have it. DeBrincat trying to feed Jonathan Toews. Couldn't go in. Murphy battling for that puck. It's a 50-50 puck, and it comes loose for Silverberg to come loose with it. Hawks now battling, and Drysdale comes up with it. Ducks now setting it up. Lindholm with it. Lindholm getting checked off the puck by Murphy. Hawks gaining control in the defensive zone. Sending Kubalik is Brinket. Kubalik is in. Kubalik battling for that possession in that offensive zone. Kubalik can't get it, but it's a board battle. Hawks come up with it. Murphy with it. Sending it down. 10 seconds remaining. Kubalik behind the net. He's getting battled. But Murphy fires and it goes wide. And that's the end of the second period. Hawks have a 1-0 lead. I will be right back and get more water. All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to leave for a couple seconds to get a water. Guys, where's been the action in the chat? You guys really have not been talkative, it seems like today. Let's see what the final scores from most of the games were today. Well, Colorado and Arizona. Colorado has a 1-0 lead. It's just in the start of the second. As I mentioned earlier, Boston beat Nashville 4-3. Carolina beat Vancouver 4-1. Washington beat the Islanders 2-0. The Panthers beat the Blue Jackets 9-2. Red Wings won 4-0 over the Sabres. Tampa Bay beat Dallas 3-1. Must have got empty netter in that game. The Rangers beat the Flyers 3-2. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the St. Louis Blues 6-5. And that is it for the game scores so far. All right. Let's see how this third period of play gets going. Still an intermission, probably about 5 or so minutes remaining. About 10 minutes, actually. What's up, Rock? How are you doing tonight? How are you doing, Rock? I'm doing all right. Hawks are winning over the Ducks, which is good to hear. 1-0. Should be going into this third period of play. I'm really hoping they continue the play the way they are, because otherwise it's going to be a good one. I know Anaheim's been a good team, but right now they're down to their third string goalie tonight, because before the game, the guy who was going to play and that ended up getting put on COVID protocol last minute. So that makes me wonder if they're down to a third stream. Does that mean they might be down to emergency backup status if anything happened to their goalie? Because that's what I would think. Yeah. Just before puck drop, their goalie went down. I watched the last 5 minutes of the Bengals game. That's it. Have not watched any of the Bills Patriots game. I hear the Bills are winning though. You think they're going to win with a down the way they are? It's 33-3, Rock. That will be that will be an insane comeback if the Patriots were to win. Just in case you haven't seen the score. 33-3 in the third. I get it. We've seen stupid crap come from New England before, but that will be an insane comeback with a rookie quarterback. That's all right, Rock. So you like my beer league jerseys, Rock? Before I go back to work. I have not heard anything about it, Rock. I really hope it comes back, but then again, with the bad record the Hawks had in this jersey, it would not surprise me if it's officially retired, especially with the stupid New Jersey Devils legitimately copying this jersey. That's all the Devils did. It's a joke. They should not be allowed to have copied this jersey. And still, the Hawks made this jersey. This still looks better than what the Devils ended up doing. I don't know if you could see right over there. That's my helmet, but I could grab down my stupid beer league. My two beer league. I don't know, Rock. I would have thought they would have just promoted that jersey too, but none of the reverse retros got promoted, which is a shame because I would be okay if that jersey got promoted. This one would have been a nice third jersey this year. Yep. Here are my two beer league hockey jerseys I came up with. The cream actually is showing up a lot better on camera here. Yeah, I would have loved to see the Hawks maybe have promoted the reverse retro from last year to a third jersey, but they didn't. If it's true the reverse retro program is coming back next year, I'm really hoping they do just a reverse of that jersey, the Winter Classic 2000, the 2009 Winter Classic. Or they could do a black flip of the 50s jersey. No, I didn't. Just sent it on Discord. Yeah, I didn't see it, Rock. Is it in the Discord server or did you DM me? Send digital images of your. Yeah, I can. Of when it was just a concept. Let me put my jerseys back up. Okay, I will take a look at it later. Take care, Rock. All right, here we go. Third period of play is back and going. Hawks up 1-0 in the third period. Fixing something real quick. Ow. All right. Let's see what happens this period of play. Let's hope this game can be handled well by the Hawks. Sam Lafferty at the dot versus Lundstrom. And Lafferty wins the faceoff. Caleb Jones gets the puck over to Murphy. Murphy back to Jones. Jones sending the puck down the ice. And the Ducks come up with it. The Ducks now going into the neutral zone, but the Hawks gaining control. Caleb Jones sending the puck down the ice. And the Hawks have it. Murphy shoots it. goes wide over to Borgstrom. Borgstrom setting it up for Kurashev. Kurashev going back up to Murphy. Murphy going down. Murphy clearing it for Kurashev in the offensive zone. 19:27 remaining. Borgstrom fires in it. There was a deflection up front of the net. Hawks having control. It's Sam Lafferty over to Kurashev. Kurashev tried to feed Borgstrom. Kurashev getting tripped, but no penalty is going to be called. Well, the Ducks now have it, but the Hawks keep it in the offensive zone. The Ducks now with it. They are settling things down and trying for a breakout, and Jones keeps it in. DeBrincat gets it over for Kurashev. Kurashev sends it around the ice, and the Ducks are trying to still clear it. Hawks keep the pressure on. It's Jonathan Toews. Toews with the puck. Ducks still can't get a change. Glavis shoots it, and it gets redirected the wrong way from Kubalik. Glavis for DeBrincat. DeBrincat looking over for Toews. Toews for Glavis. Fires! And it gets blocked. Toews with the shot and it gets blocked. Toews shoots it and it somehow doesn't go in. And that's going all the way down into the Hawks defensive zone for an icing. How didn't Toews get the goal there? Let's see. That's some good pressure to come out in the third period. I like that by the Hawks. There were like 3 opportunities the Hawks had. They couldn't get it in. All right, here we go again. Reichel wins the faceoff to Hahn, setting it up over for Murphy. Murphy getting it down for Reichel, and it just goes into the netminder's pads. 18:08 remaining in the third period. Hawks were battling hard again. Let's see if they could come up with a faceoff draw again and set something up. Lucas Reichel at the dot versus Ryan Getzlaf. Shots on net 25-30 in favor for the Hawks. Total shots this period, I believe it's already 5-0. Gustafson with the puck. Getting checked, but the Hawks get it out. And the Ducks keep it into the defensive zone of the Hawks. Caleb Jones getting checked. And Jones gets it up to Kane. Couldn't get it off cleanly. Gustafson getting battled with Raquel. Raquel and Gustafson battling for that puck. Getzlaf comes up with it. The Ducks set it up and shoots it wide. Hagel with it. Hagel tried to clear it out of the zone. Ducks now with his Ryan Getzlaf getting checked by Gustafson. Getzlaf so with the puck. And it goes up in the air and Raquel behind the net. Raquel setting it up and sending it down the ice for Getzlaf. Getzlaf keeping it in the zone. And Gustafson with a nice pickpocket, and the Hawks get it into the neutral zone. Kane gets it up. Hagel going in. Hagel tried to keep it in. And the Ducks keep a chance, keep the puck where Goalie has it. And Mason sends it up the ice. The Ducks now going up is Trevor Zegras. Zegras going in. And he shoots in a big save by Fleury. Ducks now setting it up. And a nice block by Calvin DeHaan. And Whistle trying to clear it, and he does successfully. Jujhar Khaira getting it down the ice, and Shattenkirk getting checked by Whistle, and the Ducks now with control. The Ducks now going into the neutral zone, setting up a chance. The Ducks, Trevor Zegras getting checked off the puck by Jujhar Khaira. Shattenkirk gets the puck. He's going in, and a nice block up front, and the Hawks come up with it. It's McKenzie and Whistle for 3-on-1, and Whistle tried to pass it for Carpenter, and he gets it blocked. And the Hawks, Riley Stillman breaking in. Stillman getting checked, and that should be a penalty shot. Nope, a power play coming to the Chicago Blackhawks as he got cross-checked up front of the net with the puck. Here we go again. 16:05 remaining in the third period. Here's the power play to start. Tays at the dot. Tays win. Nope. Tays really doesn't win the faceoff as the Ducks set it up. Ducks going in. Ducks going, trying to send it into the neutral zone. Ducks going in on a 2-on-1. He shoots in a big save by Fleury. Fleury with another save. Hawks need to get it out, and Gustafson does. Tays comes up with it over to Kane. Kane in the neutral zone. Going to DeBrincat. DeBrincat going in for Kane. He scores on the power play, giving the Hawks a 2-0 lead. What a give and go by DeBrincat to Kane, and the Hawks have an extra 2-goal lead. What a goal. That was a good breakout. Fleury made a big save and then went the opposite way. Kane gets it to the Cat, and Cat feeds it to Kane for the empty net, basically. What a pass by Cat. Goal streak for Kane, finally. Keep that going, Kaner. Caleb Jones with the puck, getting it up for Juger, but the Hawks are in the defensive zone still. It's now Gustafson. Gustafson sending up the ice. Gustafson getting checked off the puck. Shattenkirk with it. Shattenkirk shoots it wide. And Whistle comes up with it, and he tries to clear it. Jujar Kara battling for that loose puck. The Ducks keeping the Hawks in their defensive zone, where Ryan Carpenter with it. Carpenter settling things down behind Marc-Andre Fleury for Caleb Jones to settle things down for the Hawks. Glavis has it. Glavis goes back to Jones. Jones tried to get it out, and it goes all the way into the neutral zone. But the Ducks have control. The Ducks trying to break in. Borgstrom gets it to Jones in the defensive zone. Borgstrom now breaking through. Borgstrom going in. Over. Fires it's Lafferty. And there was a crash to the net was Philip Kurashev. Kurashev did not look. What happened? Lindholm just drills Kurashev into the net. Fleury's stick was in the middle of the ice when this goal happened. All right, here we go. Sam Lafferty at the dot versus Trevor Zegras. Lafferty versus Zegras. Lafferty wins the faceoff all the way back into the Hawks' offensive zone. Marc-Andre Fleury plays it for DeHaan. DeHaan settling things down. DeHaan just waiting for that opening. He gets it over for Murphy. Murphy sending the puck over for Kurashev on a break. Kurashev behind the Ducks goalie. Hawks now trying to break in, but the Ducks come in. It's Trevor Zegras. Zegras sends it up the ice, and the Hawks have to battle in the defensive zone for this puck now. The Ducks and Hawks are battling on the boards for the puck, and it comes loose, and Shattenkirk comes up with it. But the Hawks get it. Sam Lafferty up to Philip Kurashev. Kurashev trying to break in for the offensive zone when he dumped it in, but the Ducks gain control. The Ducks now have it. The Ducks setting it up is Kevin Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk just sending it down to the Hawks offensive zone, where Glavis comes up with the puck. Glavis setting it up and going into the neutral zone up to Lucas Reichel. Reichel going in. Reichel setting it up. And he goes couldn't get a clean pass off to Hagel. The Ducks now have it, and Stillman just tries to clear it in. That was a good setup by Cat. We have 13 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in regulation time. All right, let's see what happens here. Play's about to get going again, probably. All right. Come on. I hate ESPN Plus because I don't have satellite anymore in my room. All right. Lucas Reichel at the dot. Setting up. Reichel loses it immediately. Mason with it. Mason clearing the puck into the Hawks offensive zone. Murphy getting checked off the puck, but DeHaan comes up with it. DeHaan going into the neutral zone, setting it up for the Hawks is Murphy. Murphy now goes up and clears it down, but the Ducks Silverberg comes up with it in the Hawks defensive zone. Calvin DeHaan tried to get it over to Kane. Kane gets it to Hagel. Hagel in the neutral zone for Kane. Back to Hagel on the boards. Hagel battling for that puck, and he comes up with it for DeHaan. DeHaan for Kane over to Reichel. Reichel tried to feed it in, and it couldn't work out. Silverberg comes up with it. Silverberg going in, looking for a shot, and he shoots it wide. Goalie comes up with it. Goalie and the Ducks setting it up. Hagel now having the puck on the boards and clearing it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. All right, Lucas Reichel loses the faceoff again. Has Reichel won a faceoff yet in the first two games of his career? All right, here we go again. Hawks versus Ducks. 12-11 remaining in the third period. Jonathan Toews at the dot. Let's see what he does for the Hawks. Toews versus Grant. Toews battling for that 50-50 puck. Hawks come up with it. Toews getting the puck. Going into the neutral zone, dumping it in. But Lindholm is there for that move to get the puck. Lindholm gets it in. And Raquel going down the ice. Raquel going up. And Getzlaf has it. Getzlaf shoots in a save by Fleury. Puck goes loose, and Glavis comes up with it. The Ducks now with control. Puck out, and Kubalik gets over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat setting it up and clearing it down the ice. Still with the puck, the Ducks setting it up, and the Hawks are now in their keeping the Ducks in the defensive zone. Kara comes up with it and clearing it. And the Hawks now with it. Jujhar Kara. Kara getting it over to Carpenter. Carpenter sending it down the ice where Dulstil comes out to play it. The Hawks now having it. The Hawks coming into a board play, and it's Jujhar Kara. Jujhar battling for that puck. Coming loose is the Hawks. Hawks setting it up. Gustafson with a shot, and it gets blocked by McKenzie and Whistle up front. Caleb Jones down to Entwistle. Entwistle setting it up, getting checked off the puck. And the Ducks come out with it. The Ducks setting it up. And a big hit by the Hawks. The Hawks setting it up. And Lafferty is now out there for the Hawks after making a big hit. I hope not. Hawks are battling. Hawks and Ducks are battling in this game. 10:30 remaining in the third period. Shots on net 32-33 in favor for the Hawks. I really hope no Duck comeback. This is an interesting game, though, because are those the betting odds for it? Hawks come out with the puck after a faceoff. Hawks now having it in the offensive zone. Lucas Reichel battling against Shattenkirk. Hawks now having to go down into the neutral zone as Calvin DeHaan. DeHaan setting it up and going for Patrick Kane. Kane now with it. Kane sending it into the neutral zone. Going up is Brandon Hagel after a Kane dump in. Hagel gets it over for Glavis. Glavis deking and gets it to DeHaan. DeHaan fires and it goes wide. Ducks setting it up and going out is the Anaheim Ducks into the neutral zone. Glavis keeping control for the Hawks. Glavis now having it in the defensive zone. Glavis sending it up the ice over for Jonathan Toews. The Ducks now with it. The Ducks going in. The Ducks now setting it up is a nice save by Fleury. Brinkett sending it down the ice and Kubalik going on a rush, and that's going to be an icing. That's your betting odds. I'm not a betting man, so I'm really hoping they'll come back. Toews loses the faceoff. The Ducks come up with it. The Ducks setting it up is Trevor Zegras. Zegras in the offensive zone. Zegras getting checked hard by Murphy, and it gets loose, and the Hawks try to clear it out, and it gets into the neutral zone. Kubalik gets it for DeBrincat. DeBrincat couldn't back pass it, and Zegras loses control to Alex DeBrincat. DeBrincat comes up with it, going to Jonathan Toews. Toews is clearing it down the ice, and the Ducks now setting it up. Okay. Well, I see what you mean, but I'm hoping there's not a comeback. Ducks Silverberg trying to battle for it, and the Hawks come up with his. McKenzie and Whistle clearing it into the neutral zone. Anaheim Shattenkirk setting it up. Anaheim clearing it in. Lafferty gets it. Lafferty gets it over for Philip Kershev. Kershev over to DeHaan. DeHaan clearing it down the ice for Borkstrom. Borkstrom couldn't get it cleanly, and the Ducks now get it into the neutral zone. But Eric Gustafson's there for the Hawks. Gustafson settling things down. And coming off the bench is Philip Kurashev. Kurashev sending it down the ice. The Hawks now battling the Ducks again in the offensive zone. Kurashev trying to get control, but the Ducks come up with it. Goalie gets it up the ice, and the Ducks now set it up in the Hawks offensive zone. Caleb Jones get it. Jones setting it up for the Hawks. Jones sending it down the ice where Philip Kurashev's there offside. So see what happens in the final minutes of play in this game, because we're at the halfway mark with this period. 7:12 remaining in regulation time. Hawks with a 2-0 lead. All right. Getzlaf's really slown off since getting his 1,000th career point. All right, Jonathan Toews at the dot versus Ryan Getzlaf. Come on, Taser. Just drop the puck already, ref. Toews versus Getzlaf. All right. Toews wins the faceoff. Finally, the ref drops it. Murphy comes up with it. Murphy clearing the puck down the ice. That's probably going to end up an icing unless DeBrincat beats out Lindholm, but Lindholm gets to the puck in time for an icing. .702 remaining in regulation time. 2-0 Hawks. Toews versus Grant here. Toews loses the faceoff. The Ducks set up. The Ducks now having control as Getzlaf. Getzlaf tried to feed it over to Raquel. Toews coming up with it. Toews going into the neutral zone, dumping it into the offensive zone for the Hawks. The Ducks now have it. It's Drysdale. Drysdale couldn't get a good clear out, and the Ducks now have it. Getzlaf going over to Lindholm. Lindholm trying to break Glavis, but Lindholm getting checked off by Glavis. Toews come up with the puck and it sends it into the neutral zone. Hawks changing for getting some new fresh legs out there, and Ryan Carpenter gets it. Glavis gets over to DeHaan. DeHaan setting it up. Going up the ice is DeHaan over to Jujhar Khaira. Jujhar Khaira getting in. Khaira getting tried to feed it to Carpenter. Khaira coming up with it off the boards. Khaira now setting it up for Stillman. Stillman fires and it goes wide. But Khaira almost had a chance, but it just goes up too high. 6:03 remaining in regulation time. 2-0 Blackhawks. Shots on net 33-34 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. Carpenter wins the faceoff and Whistle gets it back, and Stillman just clears it into the offensive zone for the Hawks. Carpenter trying to get to that puck, and Manson gets it. Manson gets it up, and Silverberg comes up with it. Tara played strong on Silverberg, and Carpenter gets it over to Entwistle. Entwistle breaking in, fires, and it was save up for a good save. The Ducks now setting up. Silverberg trying to get it in. Silverberg now having it, leaving it for Zegras. Zegras setting it up for Manson. Manson sending the puck down the ice for Silverberg. Silverberg getting checked by Patrick Kane. Silverberg still with the puck going in, setting it up, going up for Lindholm. Hawks Reichel coming up with it. Reichel coming in. Reichel looking to shoot around the ice. It gets to try to get it to Hagel. The Ducks come up with the puck. Silverberg clearing it in, and the Ducks now have to battle against the Hawks. Hawks in the defensive zone. It's Caleb Jones over to Brandon Hagel. Hagel going over to Patrick Kane. Kane tried to just send it in the ice, but Lindholm was there. The Ducks breaking in, and it shoots wide. Hagel gets it. Hagel clearing it up to Sam Lafferty. Lafferty tried to get it in, and the Ducks setting up. And a nice save by Fleury. Raquel comes up with it. Raquel setting it up in his defensive zone. The Ducks now come out with it, and that's an offside. 4:24 remaining in regulation time. 2-0 Chicago Blackhawks. All right, here we go again. Let's finish this game off. Lafferty at the dot versus Ryan Getzlaf. And Lafferty loses the face-off. Getzlaf comes up with it. Lindholm setting it up in the neutral zone, sending it down the ice where DeHaan comes up with it. Getzlaf gets it. Getzlaf gets it down to Raquel. Raquel trying to break in for Zegras. Zegras setting it up. Zegras looking. There's the empty net for the Ducks. 4 minutes remaining in regulation time. Empty net for the Ducks. Ducks setting it up. It gets left over to Zegras, and that goes out of play. Holy cow. The Ducks are aggressive by pulling their goalie. It's 2-0 with 4 minutes remaining in regulation time. Well, now 3:53 remaining. Holy cow, that's some aggressive pulling of the netminder. Jonathan Toews at the dot with Alex DeBrincat, Ryan Carpenter, Calvin DeHaan, and Connor Murphy. All right, let's see it. Come on, Hawks. Empty net for the Ducks. Taze wins the faceoff. DeHaan trying to get that puck out cleanly. Getzlaf comes up with it. Taze over to Carpenter. Carpenter couldn't get it cleanly. Taze now setting it up. Taze for DeHaan. DeHaan clearing it. That's going to be an icing with 3:36 remaining in regulation time. Here we go again. Let's set something up here, Hawks. Leak came out, I guess, in time before the icing. All right, Taze at the dot. Taze loses the face-off. Ducks come up with it. The Ducks setting it up in the offensive zone. Raquel going in. Kubalik coming out with it. DeBrincat going. DeBrincat gets it up to Kubalik. And Kubalik comes in. And he scores on the empty net at 3:21 in regulation time. The Hawks have a 3-0 lead. By Kubalik on the empty net, assisted by Alex DeBrincat. That was a nice breakout from DeBrincat over to Kubalik on a breakaway for the empty netter. Gustafson comes up with the puck after the faceoff. The Ducks still could do some aggressive pulling of the netminder, but they're down by 3 at this point. It's going to be a hard comeback if they can do it. Gustafson has it. Gustafson with the puck going up the ice. The Hawks right goal going, and Hawks now setting up. The Ducks now having it. The Ducks going in. Silverberg going in. Getting checked by Entwistle. Hawks now looking. Gustafson checking Silverberg. Hawks get it out. It's Entwistle. Entwistle going into the neutral zone across the ice for Caleb Jones. Jones going for Jujhar Khaira. Khaira just sending it down the ice, and the Ducks set up. The Ducks, Shattenkirk now having it. 2:28 remaining in regulation time. Hawks up 3-0 from the Kubalik empty net goal. Connor Murphy getting checked, and the Ducks setting up. Silverberg with it. And DeHaan stealing it, going out to Kane. Kane couldn't get it, and Gooley comes up with it. Gooley battling Patrick Kane, and there might be a penalty. Two minutes and 4 seconds remaining in regulation time. A lot of shots have been put up this game. 37-36 in favor for the Ducks. Borgstrom coming out with it. Borgstrom setting it up. Going over to Caleb Jones. Jones is clearing it in. And the Ducks now come out with it. Silverberg sends it down to the Hawks defensive zone. Caleb Jones trying to get to that puck, and the Ducks battle. The Ducks and Jones battling for it, and the puck comes loose. Silverberg gets it. Silverberg sets it up. The Ducks now in the pressure. 1:30 remaining in regulation time. 3-0 Hawks. This is a good board battle by Sam Lafferty, and the puck comes loose. Clavis gets it and clears it down the ice. The Ducks now have it and try to set it up and go in. And Fleury has to make a stand-up save. Ducks now setting up again. Hawks try to clear it. And the Hawks battle. Jujhar Khaira comes out with it. Going in. Looking across, and it gets blocked for a pass, and the Ducks are a rush. The Hawks now in the neutral zone with it. Calvin DeHaan with it. DeHaan settling things down in the defensive zone. Going across for McKenzie and Whistle. The Hawks now having it is DeHaan again. DeHaan settling things down for Glavis. Murphy. Murphy clearing the puck, and that goes for Carpenter. Carpenter clearing it in. 30 seconds remaining. Ducks setting up is Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk trying to break it out. 20 seconds remaining. And that's going to go out of play. No, it doesn't. Calvin DeHaan has to make a check. 13 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a shutout for Marc-Andre Fleury in the United Center. His 70th career shutout in the first one as a Blackhawk in the United Center, his third of the season, and the Hawks beat the Anaheim Ducks 3-0. Goal scored by Brandon the Bagel Hagel, Patrick Kane, and Dominic Kubalik. This was a good win by the Chicago Blackhawks and a big victory for Flower after having a big night by saves tonight, having to make just about 40 saves. That's impressive. 37 saves, 37 shots for Marc-Andre Fleury. That's a great night for the Flower in net for your Chicago Blackhawks tonight. Let's see who gets the 3 stars on that night. Flower should get first star just because, holy crap. Is Stillman getting a star? Riley Stillman is getting a star tonight. Riley Stillman gets with Stillman continuing his point streak, he gets the 3rd star of the night. Brandon Hagel with the 2nd star. And then it should be the Flower. Number 29, the Flower, Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's go. That's awesome. Big win by the Chicago Blackhawks. Guys, I'm going to end the stream off here and start the review here in a minute. Thank you for coming to the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks.